Fix your internal gaze to the space at the center of the brow. Begin to imagine what it might look like if you were looking at yourself from the outside in, or as yoga offers the opportunity from the inside out. Both sit bones ground evenly to the mat, rooting to the earth, safe to our not only organic environment, this earth which nourishes and provides for us, but also safe and grounded in our society, in our culture, in our tribes. Each vertebra stack, allowing the shoulders to align with the hips, gently retracting the scapula, bringing the shoulder blades toward each other, the center of the back. Relax your biceps and your elbows, allow them to rest close to and alongside the lower ribs. Your hands relax on the knees, and if you notice any tension creeping into your body, just notice it and give yourself permission to release it. Your chin is perpendicular to your torso or parallel to the earth, however identifies best for you. Cheeks and brow relaxed. The jaw is soft, slightly ajar, but the lips press together ever so softly. Your awareness comes to your breath. And you're just beginning to notice what you're working with, internally, externally. Noticing the depth, the temperature, and the rhythm of your breath. Noticing where in your body it flows to. It's important to know that when we're breathing very short, shallow breaths, we're inducing a state of fight or flight response in our body, quite simply by the mechanics of breathing. And if this breathing pattern continues, it can settle into a cycle of anxiety, a condition of anxiety, which could tangent off into a number of mental illnesses, as we know. All of these distractions, these ailments, these things, quite simply remedied with an attentive practice of the breath. Pranayama exercise serves to ground us and also serves to nourish our body. If you consider that you can go without food for 3 weeks and water for 3 days and air for only 3 minutes. Imagine what could happen if you were taught, if you knew how to breathe optimally. Today we're practicing Bhastrika Pranayama. The bellows breath is a very simple pranayama technique, one that you're able to apply at your desk, on your couch, at home, wherever you're working from, whenever you're feeling a little stressed or overwhelmed, and you just need a fresh perspective. If you consider that air is oxygen, the oxygen that we breathe contains cells. These cells inevitably contain information, and this information travels into and through us to all parts of our body, telling our lungs how to lung, our liver how to liver, our heart how to beat. So don't discount or underestimate the quality and the value of a really good breath practice. That's one part of yoga. Bhastrika Pranayama is exercised by inhaling through the nostrils only and exhaling through the nostrils only. We're inhaling to inflate the lower abdominals. So imagine that it's Christmas time and you have a food baby in your belly. You're going to inhale to stick your belly out. Imagine that you're bathing your organs in all this fresh, delicious oxygen, letting it sink and settle there. And when we exhale, we draw the navel firmly towards the spine, activate the lower abdominals, squeeze the chest. Imagine you're activating all the little muscles in between the ribs, allowing every last bit of air to escape through the nostrils. Getting rid of toxic breath, and maybe some toxic thoughts too. Let's exhale to a neutral breath through the nostrils, soften the jaw, keep the eyes closed and the spine long. Inhale through the nostrils, all the way down into the belly, let it expand away from the spine. Exhale, draw the navel towards the spine, decompress the chest, lengthen through the spine, and exhale everything. Keep the jaw soft as you begin to inhale. And exhale. Inhale, navel inflates, lower abdominals. Exhale, lower abdominals activate to decompress, squeezing navel towards spine. Always creating a concave shape in the lower belly. Last 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then returning to a depth and a rhythm, a pace of breath that makes sense to you. Maybe it feels good to breathe a little bit deeper than you usually do, so feel free to maintain that rhythm. Bring your palms to meet at heart center in prayer. Setting our intention for today's practice. May the practice of yoga give us the opportunity to see ourselves more clearly. May our truth be revealed to us through the movement, through the breath, and maybe release any tensions that hold us back, that prevent us from living authentically and in our own life. Inhale, grow tall through the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest as you exhale slowly, solidifying your intention. Release the hands to the mat alongside you. Uncross the legs and just roll over onto the knees, center of the mat, nice and slowly. You can keep your eyes closed or eyelids very low and come into a nice, easy child's pose. The big toes touch, the knees slide as wide as the mat, the arms extend forward, the belly sinks between the thighs, and the forehead rests comfortably on the mat. As you settle into Balasana, your eyelids remain heavy, your shoulders keep drawing away from the ears. The sit bones sink heavily to the heels. And in child's pose, you take a moment to surrender to you, to your practice, to all these parts of you, beginning to understand that as a perfect reflection of the universe, you are not only one thing. You are a multiverse of infinite possibility. As you next inhale, reach the arms forward, keep the chin slightly tucked, and as you exhale, walk your torso over to the right. Keep your sit bones to your heels. Excuse me. Bring your elbows down to the mat, square off the shoulders, tuck the chin, relax the jaw. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend through the arms, straighten the elbows. Exhale, walk the torso back to center. Inhale, reach to center. Check the sit bones down into the heels. Exhale, over to the left. Square off the shoulders. Perhaps you're able to bring the forearms to the mat to facilitate this. Tuck the chin, extend through the right side body. Make sure the sit bones remain connected to the heels. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arms forward, straighten the elbows. Exhale, gently walk the torso back to center. Tuck the chin, roll to stack vertebra, coming to sit on the heels, upright in hero pose. Bring the palms to the knees. Rotate the inner ankles toward each other, flattening the tops of the feet, and just spread the toenails wide to the mat, getting a nice stretch over the tops of the ankle. Scoop your pelvis, retract your scapula, take your heart a little closer to the sky and your hips a little closer to the earth. Try not to hyperextend through the mid-torso. So untwerk your booty if you're twerking. And just fix your gaze ahead of you. There'll be a spot that you may fix your gaze upon. It's known as your drishti. This focal point is a meditative tool to deepen your practice. It also helps you to tame the wily mind. The mind will inevitably monkey about, distracting us and taking us into the past or the future, both of which are scenarios that no longer exist or not yet exist. So technically, if we're thinking about the past or the future, right now, right here, it's a bit of hallucination. So cultivating presence, committing to you, to now. Exhale as you come into a tabletop position. Place the palms in line with the shoulders, tuck the chin, spread the toenails wide to the mat. Knees align with the hips. Inhale as the hips move into an anterior motion. Now get your twerk on. Push your belly towards your mat. Scoop the sternum through the biceps. Raise the chin and the gaze. Soften the brow. And as you begin to exhale, tuck the chin, push the mat away from you. Squeeze pubis to navel as you round through the back into cat position. Inhale. Hips back, belly down, heart forward, raise chin and gaze. Exhale, tuck chin, push mat away from you, round through upper, middle, lower back, squeeze pubis to navel. Inhale, hips back, belly down, heart forward, relax the jaw and shoulders, extend, let your neck periscope out of your shoulders, extend through the crown of the head. Spread the toenails wide and exhale as you tuck the chin round through upper, middle, lower back and squeeze pubis to navel. Last round of cat and cow. Inhale, hips back, belly down, heart forward, staying present to your movement. And exhale, tuck chin, round through upper, middle, lower back, squeeze pubis to navel. Come to a stationary tabletop position. Widen the hands ever so slightly. So take the wrists just a fraction wider than the shoulders. Spread the hands wide to the mat, the knuckles of the palms and the fingertips ground firmly. Push the mat away from you as you extend from wrists into elbows, to rotate the elbows to face one another. Retract the scapula. Tuck the toes, keep the knees bent. Inhale. And as you exhale, take your sit bones towards your heels and then roll the hips high into down dog, keeping the belly towards the thighs and the knees deeply bent. The elbows face one another, the wrists root firmly to the earth and are supported by grounding the knuckles of the palms and the fingertips firmly. Even breaths, don't hold the breath, relax the jaw, let the ears align with the biceps. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And if you have the flexibility, straighten your knees. Inhale. And as you exhale, raise the hips a little higher and push the heart towards the knees. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. Raise the hips high, and as you exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Bend the knees. Inhale as you tuck the chin. Roll to stack vertebra, coming upright. The head and shoulders roll up last into Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms reach alongside the hips. Rotate the inner ankles toward each other. Ground through 10 toes and both corners of the heels. Push the feet down, lifting the bridge of the feet. Scoop the pelvis, stack the hips and the shoulders. Inhale, the arms reach up and overhead. The palms face one another in Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, drop the shoulder blades. Reach through the fingers. Ground through the feet. Inhale. Draw the skin up over the belly. Open the heart. Exhale, ground through the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, reach through the fingers. And as you exhale, bend the knees, spread the arms wide, and swan dive a flat spine all the way down to forward fold. If your lower back is sore, bring your feet to be hip width apart. And if your lower back is not sore, bring the big toes to touch and the heels slightly apart. Tuck the chin, deep bend in the knees. Shift the weight forward in the feet so that the ankles and the hips align. Your fingertips press into the mat in line with the shoulders. Your chin tucks ever so slightly, relaxing through the neck and the jaw. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knees deeply. Push the hands firmly into the mat. Spread them wide. Push the mat away from you. Step the right leg back, followed by left. Come to core plank. Inhale, hold. Exhale to down dog. Inhale. Exhale the belly to the thigh. Inhale. Look to the front of the mat, and as you exhale, place the right foot next to the right hand. Either walk it there or grab hold of it and put it down next to your right thumb. Bend the left knee. Slight angle in the back of the left knee. Square off the hips. The right knee is over the right ankle. The angle of the right leg is almost 90 if you can. Inhale, slide the arms up and overhead as you raise the torso into crescent lunge. Exhale as you sink the hips and the shoulder blades away from the ears. Square off the hips, bring the left one forward, plug the right one back. Palms face one another, fingers meet. Inhale. Exhale, arms reach wide through a T, palms root alongside the front foot, step to core plank. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Inhale. Look to the front of the mat. Exhale the left foot alongside the left hand. Square off the hips, bend the right knee. Inhale, raise the torso, arms reach, crescent lunge. Exhale, sink the hips, shoulders away from ears. Left hip plugs in, right hip moves forward, squaring off. Palms face one another, faces soft, breathing. Inhale, reach through the fingers. Exhale, palms reach wide, land alongside the left foot, stepping back to core plank. Inhale, and exhale to down dog. Inhale, keep the knees bent if you have to. And if you have the flexibility, exhale to straighten the knees, pushing the heart towards them, tucking the chin, relaxing the brow. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, forward to plank. Lower the knees to the mat, untuck the toes. Tops of the toes press firmly to the mat, pointing back. Squeeze the glutes. Rotate the inner biceps towards the ribs. And imagine that you're reversing a push-up. So you're pushing down, slowly lowering the torso onto the mat. Once you're flat on your belly, spread your toenails down. Wind the elbows up close to the lower ribs. Press the hands into the mat beneath the shoulders. And as you inhale, raise the heart, but you're not pressing into the hands to raise the heart and the chest. You're using the glutes and the back muscles to work into Bhujangasana, into Cobra Pose. The chin raises ever so slightly. Be careful not to wrinkle your brow. Relax your jaw and your face. Exhale. Inhale, draw the kneecaps up. Spread the toenails to the mat. Exhale, tuck the chin. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Tuck your toes. Activate the biceps. Don't belly flop. Strong body, push sit bones to heels. And exhales into down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Look to the front of the mat. As you exhale, walk the right foot alongside the right hand. Inhale to crescent lunge. Exhale, sink the hips, front knee over front, ankle square off the hips, palms face one another. Inhale. As you exhale, land the back foot at an angle, aligning heel with heel. Rotate the left rib cage forward, palms face one another. Shoulders retract, breath is smooth and even. Inhale. As you exhale, arms reach wide, plant alongside the front foot, pivot through the back, core plank. Inhale, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, release the glutes to down dog, raise them high. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. As you exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, raise the torso to crescent lunge. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale. As you exhale, land the back heel at an angle, warrior one, winding the hips and shoulders so that they align, and breathing, sinking into the hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, arms reach wide through a T, palms root alongside the front foot, pivot through the back, step to core plank. Exhale everything. Push the mat away from you. Draw the navel towards the spine. Fire up the glutes. Inhale. And exhale to down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Push the belly to the thighs. Inhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, raise the hips and walk the feet between the hands, coming back into Uttanasana. Forward fold. Exhale everything there. Tuck the chin, relax the torso, the arms dangle. If you can keep the fingertips to the mat in line with the shoulders, great. If not, also great. Wherever you're at is good enough. Tuck the chin, relax the neck. Inhale. And as you exhale, raise the flat spine up to standing. Back to Tadasana. Palms reach alongside the hips. Scapula retract. Taking the shoulders away from the ears. Gentle scoop in the pelvis, fires up the core. As you squeeze the glutes, fire up the abdominals, roll the shoulders back. All three core centers along our spine activate. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, palms root. Step the left leg back, followed by right core plank. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Inhale. Exhale to plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower the knees, untuck the toes, and slowly lower the heart all the way down to the mat. Belly roots to the earth. Inhale as you press into the toes and elevate the heart. Elbows away from, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Elbows close to lower ribs. Squeeze the glutes in cobra pose. Inhale and exhale. Tuck the chin, tuck the toes, fire up the core, find your breath. And as you next inhale, push the sit bones to the heels. And exhale to down dog. Excuse me. Inhale. Look to the front of the mat. Exhale the right foot forward. Inhale to crescent lunge. Exhale to sink the hips. Inhale to land the back heel at an angle. Exhale into warrior one. If you can bring the palms to meet, great. If not, also great. If you can look at the hands, great. If not, also great. Inhale, reach through the fingers, press through the feet. And as you exhale, sink the hips. Inhale. Arms reach wide into a T, and as you exhale, torso twists to your left, warrior two. Line the shoulders up with the hips. Inhale, and as you exhale, straighten the front leg, square off the hips. Taking your gaze over the extended right arm. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, deep reach right. Lower the back of the right hand to the inside of the right knee to Trikonasana. The left arm extends up, and you can look up or down, whatever doesn't jar the neck. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look down, bend the front knee. And exhale, place the hands alongside the front foot, pivot through the back, push the mat away from you, find your breath to step to core plank. Exhale everything. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Straighten the arms, ground through the hands. Exhale, maybe straighten your legs if you can. Inhale. Look to the front of the mat, and as you exhale, step the left foot alongside the left hand. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, back heel down at an angle. Exhale, warrior one. Palms meet if you can. Look at the hands if you can. Inhale. Arms wide into a T as you exhale to warrior two. Sink the hips, square off shoulders and hips. Inhale. Straighten the front leg as you exhale, square off shoulders and hips. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, deep reach to the left, hinge at the hips to fold over the extended left leg, back of the left hand, inside the left knee, extending through the right fingertips into Trikonasana. Exhale. Inhale. Press through the feet, take the heart and the hips forward. Exhale, draw the kneecaps up. Look down, bend the front knee. Inhale, rise to stand. Cartwheel the hands alongside the front foot. Pivot through the back. Step to core plank. Exhale everything. Inhale. And exhale to down dog. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your knees to the mat. Cross your ankles. Then come to sit on your sit bones. Place the soles of the feet down on the mat, in line with your sit bones, ankles, knees, and hips align. Hold onto the front of the shins, retract the scapula, rotating the shoulders back, and extending the heart to the sky. Plant firmly through the feet. Inhale, the arms reach forward, and as you exhale, tuck the chin, slowly engage the core, and allow one vertebra at a time to rest down onto the mat. Finally coming to rest on a flat back. Walk the heels close to the sit bones. Extend the fingertips toward them, at least such that the middle finger is able to brush the back of the heel. Scoop the pelvis and lengthen through the lower back. Tuck the chin and lengthen through the cervical spine, the upper back, the neck. Relax the jaw and the shoulders, and as we move the hips high into bridge, please be very mindful to not turn your head from side to side. That'll engage muscles and cause injury that is just unnecessary. Palms push into the mat alongside the hips, maybe alongside the feet if you can. Make sure that as you raise the hips, not to let the knees part or the toes lift. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale as you lift the hips. Exhale, push into the hands. If you can, walk the hands together and interlace the fingers, squeezing the palms together, great. If not, also great. Just keep pushing the hands down into the mat. Tuck the chin, look low over the belly, inhale. And exhale, squeeze those glutes, raise those hips. Inhale. And exhale. Final breath, inhale. And exhale, slowly lower the sit bones to the mat. Part the feet wide, let the knees drop and meet in the middle. Breathe. You can keep your eyelids closed, eyes are soft. Preparing for one more bridge. Walk the feet back in line with the hips, ground through them, palms root alongside the feet. Tuck the chin, exhale. Scoop the pelvis, inhale and raise the hips. Exhale, walk the hands to meet, interlace the fingers, squeeze the palms and push the forearms down into the mat. Keep the chin tucked, keep pressing into the toes and raising those hips high, firing up the glutes and breathing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Raise the hips. Inhale. And release the hands. Exhale. Slowly lower to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Gently rock from side to side. When you next rock to the right, rock all the way over and press yourself up into a seated position. Extending the legs before you. Move any fleshy bits from beneath the sit bones, flex into the heels. Place the fingertips alongside the hips. Lengthening through the vertebra. Retract the scapula to extend the heart to the sky. Ground through the sit bones to connect to the earth. Sink safely into yourself. Inhale the arms up. And as you exhale, fold forward. And when you get to as far as your body will go in Paschimottanasana, the fingertips land alongside the front foot and alongside the legs. Allow yourself to completely surrender here. You can relax the feet, relax the forearms, relax the chin, relax the jaw. Tuck the chin and just have a nice, easy forward fold. Allowing yourself to just dangle here for a bit. Becoming again aware of how you're breathing. And as you next inhale, can you imagine that you're inhaling into the diaphragm? And now we begin to engage once again. Exhale, maybe you fold a little deeper forward. Begin to activate once again, flexing into the heels, firing up those legs. Inhale, lift the sternum, extend through the crown of the head, walk the arms forward. Exhale, folds. Inhale, if you can, hold on to the feet, great. If not, also great. Hold on to the knees, the shins, the ankles, wherever you're at is good enough. Exhale everything. Excuse me. Inhale, tuck the chin, relax the jaw. Exhale, folds. Inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back up to seated. Raise the torso. Bend the right knee. Grab hold of the right knee with the left hand. Right foot is to the inside of the left knee, flexing into that left ankle. Inhale the right arm forward, up, and then rotate through the shoulder to land the thumb in line with the spine behind you. fingertips press into the mat as though you're cupping a teacup. Inhale as you extend through the vertebra, but sink through the bum, sink your seat. And as you exhale, you're twisting from mid-torso only, taking your shoulders over towards the right. Perhaps the left elbow folds over the right knee. Inhale as you grow tall, and as you exhale, gently rotate your neck to take your jaw over your right shoulder. Drop that right shoulder away from the ear. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, unwind to center. Straighten out the right leg, bend the left. Grounding through the seat, holding onto the left knee with the right hand, flexing into the right heel. Inhale the left arm forward, up and over. The thumb aligns with the spine behind you. Straightening out that left arm, unjarring the left side of the neck and the jaw. Inhale as you grow tall, and as you exhale, gently twist it mid-torso only, rotating the shoulders over towards the left. Perhaps the right elbow holds onto the left knee, perhaps the right hand holds onto the left knee. Wherever you're at is good enough. Maintain flexion through that right leg. As you next exhale, gently rotate the neck to take the gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath, inhale. And as you exhale, gently release to center, straighten out the legs. Rotate the ankles, see if you can bring the soles of the feet to meet, and then hold onto the back of the knees and slide the heels in towards the perineum, coming to Baddha Konasana. The soles of the feet touch on the outer edges, and the soles of the feet open up, pointing to the sky. So it's like you're opening up a book of foot. Scoop the pelvis, sink through the seat. Inhale if you're holding on to the knees, shins, or ankles, great. If you're able to interlace the fingers around the feet, also great. Inhale as you extend through the vertebra, and as you exhale, draw the heels closer to the perineum. Push the knees down. Inhale, extend through the spine. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips to begin folding forward. Bring the elbows to the crease of the legs if you can. Tuck the chin and imagine you're taking your heart towards your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Tuck the chin, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, raise the torso. Exhale, release. Help the knees together. Wrap the forearms around the shins. Bring the forehead to the knees and give yourself a little love. Let the forehead rest to the knees. And just relax here for a moment. Being mindful of what you think and how you think. And being mindful to not let the thoughts hijack the process of observation, which is ultimately what yoga is. It's union. But in order to unify anything, we first need to see what we're working with, right? Come back to your breath. Let it move freely and beautifully through your body. And as you next inhale, raise your head. Straighten out the legs once again. Move any fleshy bits from beneath the sit bones. Inhale, arms reach up one last time. Exhale, fold to Paschimottanasana. Inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Push the heart towards the knees. Inhale, eyelids are soft. Brow is relaxed. Exhale, surrender to this forward fold. And as you next inhale, fire up the core, fire up the glutes, flex into the heels and raise the torso. Bend the knees once again, slide the sit bones to the center of the mat, reach the arms forward as you inhale, and as you exhale, slowly lower one vertebra at a time to the mat. Palms roots alongside the hips, walk the feet close to the sit bones. Excuse me. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring both knees into the chest. Arms wide into a T, the palms face up. Inhale. And as you exhale, let the knees drop over towards the right side body. Knees close towards the right bicep if you can. Finding that breath and just moving with your rhythm. As you next exhale, twist through mid-torso. Cross to the left, shoulder blade down to the mat. Take the gaze over the extended left arm and allow your eyelids to meet. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath, inhale. And exhale. Fire up the core, inhale the knees to center, chin to center. Reach through the arms, lengthen through the back. Exhale, knees over to the left, close to the left bicep. Relax the feet to the mat. Inhale, find that breath. And when you next exhale, twist through mid-torso. Plaster right shoulder blade down to the mat. Take gaze over extended right arm. Exhale to close eyes. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Fire up the core, fire up the glutes. Inhale the knees to center, chin to center. Exhale, straighten out the legs, point the toes to the sky. Flex and point the toes at the same time. Tuck the chin, scoop the lower back, press it down to the mat, and place the hands onto the thighs. Draw the kneecaps up, engaging the legs. Flex into the feet and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. And exhale. Extend each heel to corresponding corner of mat, letting the legs rest on the earth. Flex into the heels and let the feet flop wide. Rotate the inner biceps, forearms, and palms to face up, retracting the scapula, tucking the chin and taking the gaze low over the belly, and resting in Shavasana. Allow your eyelids to meet. Bring your awareness to your breath, to your body, and the sheer sensation of being. Feel all parts of you touching the earth, resting on the mat, sink heavily, grounded, safe, and supported. Do you bring the same energy to your community? In these times where we are uncertain, Can you offer a safe space? First to yourself and then to others. Releasing any tension through the feet, ankles, knees, and hips. Releasing any tension through the belly, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders, the heart, the arms, the hands. Releasing any tensions through the jaw, the neck, the brow, and allowing your mind to roam freely through this expansive universe, exploring all options, gaining knowledge, and understanding that the best decisions are made by knowing, to know ourselves first. When you're ready, begin to deepen the breath ever so gently. Allow this breath to gently take movements into fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. When you feel good and ready, bring one knee at a time into the chest. Wrap the forearms around the shins. Bring your forehead to your knees as you wrap up in a tight little ball, giving yourself a nice big hug. And whispering a truth, a loving kindness about you, to you, and for you. And from there, when you're ready, a gentle roll over to the right, taking a moment in the fetal position. Mind, body, breath connect one last time before we go back into all the doing, allowing ourselves to be for just another moment. And when you feel good and ready, root the left palm to the mat before you. Slowly push the torso upright, come to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. Once you're upright, the spine remains long, the eyes remain closed. Whichever way your legs have crossed automatically, uncross them and cross them over the unautomatic way. Maybe it feels a little bit weird, and that's okay too. Growth is quite often discomfortable, uncomfortable. Palms meet at heart center in prayer, reflecting upon our practice with a deep sense of gratitude for this body, for these moments, in honor of this human space that we hold and create and share. May we know our truth. May we speak it. May we always share it in love. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today, and thank you for allowing me to guide you. Namaste.